So I did say I'd be putting out another video on mental health soon. However, this is not the way I wanted to do it. This is not the way I intended the video to come out, but it is what it is. It is currently 6 a.m. in the morning, and if I look considerably more terrible than usual, it's because I have just come down or calmed myself down from a full-on emotional breakdown. And before I get into what happened, I'll just kind of what I think led to this. So I've been really working hard on my stream, and this past Tuesday I decided to implement some changes and make specific days with specific games. This past week, Tuesday, I did a stream called Team Play Tuesday, which in hindsight was a very bad idea. So basically, I would only play online team-based games. So I jumped into a game of Valorant and played with a bunch of randoms. Because at the moment, I don't have anyone else to play with. And it wasn't always that way. But yeah, so during my stream, my chat was entirely dead. I do have like 2 or 3 people that tune in regularly, and I love and appreciate those people. But I know that they aren't actually watching. That they occasionally look over at the screen, but keep my stream open to keep my stats a little bit up and just to be there for me, to show some appreciation, maybe show some love. But that night, there wasn't even a single message, not a single emoji, nothing in the chat. So by the end of my stream, I was feeling quite shit. Not only because of that, but, I was playing a team-based game where I had no team, in a sense. So I decided to take a break for the rest of the week to, in my mind, plan what I was going to do, what changes I was going to make to the stream, to have certain days, playing certain games, certain kinds of games, genres or whatever. In those few days, which was this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I did learn that people I had been streaming with in the past and tried to build a streaming community, who had actually, we'd come up with ideas together and actually, without me, decided to run with those ideas, and had now moved up in their states or in their stats, and it kind of hurt knowing that my ideas were also helping them and weren't helping me. I also got some other information of people that I knew that were having some great success in areas I had tried to be successful in. And as much as I am proud of them for being successful, that also made me feel pretty crap that, I couldn't do that. So my low self-esteem then went to no self-esteem. And that brings us to this evening or this morning or whatever, where I was just relaxing, watching series, and my housemate was playing some online games with the same group of friends I used to game with, and I could hear everything, hear the conversations from his side, and it just triggered me. It hadn't in the past, but I think maybe because of what happened throughout the week, it just hit me really hard. And I totally broke down. I have not and had not felt that low in my entire life. I have not felt that lonely or as lonely as I feel now ever. And knowing that these people I used to be so close to, that I would even have considered family, were no longer there. And that was not a choice of mine, that these people had decided, for whatever reason, to leave me behind. And that really brought up some feelings of being abandoned and just being thrown aside, and made me really question if I was actually the problem. And even though maybe logically in my brain I know that I have a problem, but that I wasn't the problem, sometimes your emotions don't understand that. And I was basically tearing myself apart inside, blaming myself for all these people abandoning me and leaving me and using me. And as lonely as I felt, I just missed being able to go online sometimes and hear a friendly voice that would just join me for a game or two, or even a phone call. These people that were entirely close to me, and yeah, that broke me and made me feel totally alone. And I know at the end of my last video, I told everyone who I said that sometimes you are going to feel that lonely, and if you do, reach out to someone. And I'm just so thankful that I at least have people around me that I could have reached out to, that were there for me during that time. And even though I felt like there was nobody around, I shuddered to think of how even more painful it would have been if those people hadn't been there. So again, the reason for me making this video is to those people out there who are currently or will be going through something even a fraction of what I'm feeling right now. You may feel totally and utterly alone. But even if you feel that there's nobody in your life that cares and that feels anything, just know I know your pain. I know your loneliness. I know what it feels like to not be wanted as a person, to not feel like you're needed. So if you ever do feel that way, I can promise you I will be there. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, I will be there for you. Just as these people have been there for me. So I'm sorry guys that this video was a bit of a bummer. I hope the next time we speak it will be in better terms or on better terms. But right now I think I just need to try and get some rest. I hope you guys are all doing well. Keep your chin up. And just remember, you are not alone. As long as I'm here putting up these videos, you will never be alone. Well, thank you for taking the time to listen. And I'll speak to you guys again soon. Bye for now.